to the Huawei Cloud TechTalk. I'm Inzalo Lin. I'm the Ecosystem Director for Channel for South Africa. And today I welcome my special guest, Gerard Steysel from Inzalo EMS. Welcome.
Thanks, Tylo. Tyler, I think the biggest thing is do your homework. I think start there, make sure everybody wants scalability, security, reliability. But I think look at the provider's track records. Do your homework. Look at different projects that the providers was working on, and then basically make sure that you start small. Also, from a compliance perspective, what type of compliancy does the service provider has? Does it have all the different ISOs, like the different POPI, those type of compliances? But basically, your homework is very, very important before you start on the cloud journey.
Well, you said starting small. What is the value then of cloud?
I think that the value of cloud from a cost perspective is, like I said, start small. Start with your pay-as-you-go type of modules, your hybrid type of models. When you start with what you got on-prem, is basically a lot of times overblown for what is needed. But also to make the type of decision, just moving to cloud with what you got on-prem is not always the best fit. I think from a Huawei cloud is just the attention to detail, and the real essence for me from a partnership point of view, understanding the partner's business, understand of how to grow gradually with the partner. I think that's very important because, as I said in the previous question, it's very important to grow your cloud as your business grows. And I think that's where Huawei brings the comfort, that really making the effort, understand the client's business, understand the client's need, and then grow gradually as the client's business and cloud, the client's cloud journey expand.
So if we have a look at it, it's not only servicing the small, medium enterprises, but it's all the way fit to big enterprises. That's what it sounds like.
Correct. It's basically the biggest thing managing the business. Managing the business, large enterprises, always looking for cost-saving type of initiatives. Smaller business don't have the funding, the capital to start big. So it's defining that balance of what will work for the organization, and that is where the knowing the client's business plays such a major role for the cloud journey, for that cloud startup, if you want to call it that.
Let's speak a little bit about localization.
Very interesting. From a compliance perspective, more businesses are forced to use local data centers. I think that's a big thing. And the other thing is local support. If the client got a type of problem, he can't speak to a support center sitting in China or sitting in America or sitting in another country. He wants the local support. Sometimes want the guy on site, want the guy in the data center to give that local support. Very, very important. So I think that's where the local data center plays a big role. Also from a latency perspective, I think latency, when the data center is sitting in a different region or a different country, the latency does play a role. And I think connectivity in South Africa is still not where it's supposed to be, but it's much better sitting in a local data center that's sitting outside of the country.
I love what you talked about latency and the reduce and the high performance. I think one of the things is Huawei is also backing up the infrastructure of the telcos. So in terms of SLA, we're very high in terms of ensuring that we're always on.
I think the biggest thing is monitoring. The AI, that is a big buzzword in the industry at the moment. But getting that real-time information quicker to make better business decisions improving operations. Today is living in a fast business world, and we're making fast decisions, and that's basically where all these tools and support and everything plays a role in it. But that AI tools, that AI monitoring, that AI fast info that you're getting is going to start playing a bigger role more and more in the cloud space.
Exactly. I mean, if businesses are making rapid, fast decisions, it's going to lose their bottom line earnings.
What I like from a Huawei perspective is the type of POC models that is there to basically start developing new applications, trial and error, that doesn't really have a cost element. And when you finish these type of trials, you're 100% ready to go to market. And then of course, the AI test all these nice to haves before you go to market.
It's lovely what you say about being risk adverse in starting this cloud adoption journey. In Huawei Cloud, our proof of concept is funded and is sponsored to really make sure that it is a good fit for your business.
I think AI, to start with that, I think it's just going to get bigger and bigger. I think it's a buzzword. I think there's a lot of lessons still to be learned. But I think the AI and then cloud in general will just be still a big impact in the digital transformation process of organization.
And it's also really exciting that Huawei has launched our DeepSeek AI platform, intelligence platform. So check it out. It is really key. AI and security, I definitely think that that's a growing trend, and that's what Huawei Cloud has been investing a lot in their R&D. Okay, so let's chat about customer experience and enhancement.
So I think it's all about operation, enhancing operations, making better business decisions. So we're looking at again, the AI, quick detail. We're looking at disaster recovery. We're looking at security. The security always plays a big role when you're dealing with customer data. So all these cloud elements plays a big role from a customer perspective, or providing a service to a customer. Cloud is not going to go away. Cloud is the new thing out there. I think it's one of the biggest things in digital transformation. And then again, start small. I think just start, but that's the biggest thing. Start small, get the right partner, and start your journey.
Thank you, Gerard. So what you're saying is companies must invest in flexible, scalable, and compliant cloud solutions with strong local support to really succeed in the local markets.
That's correct on that, and thanks, Nat.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Huawei Cloud Tech Talks. We'd like to invite you to join us and stay tuned on the next one.